Hey, what's going on guys? NextGenNel here. In today's video, we're going to be discussing some of the brand new exotics that we have that were introduced within Season of the Chosen in Destiny 2, where you guys can get them, and what they actually do. So, let's get into this, starting with the Warlock subclass. Alright guys, so hopping straight into this, we have the Mantle of Battle Harmony. This is the brand new exotic chest piece for the Warlock. And as you can see, it's got a brand new perk that essentially makes it so it acts like Thresh. The only stipulation to that is, say if you're running a solar subclass, if you want your weapons to almost passively have Thresh, you need to be running solar weapons. This exotic chest piece basically synergizes with whatever element and what elemental weapons that you're using. So if you're using an Arc elemental subclass, you're going to want to use Arc weapons. Cool thing is, the weapons will help get your super energy back, and then on top of that, once your super is fully charged up, you're going to indefinitely gain a small damage bonus to all elemental weapons that you currently have equipped. So that'll probably be the secondary weapon that you have equipped and the heavy weapon. So this could be huge. If you have a teammate that might drop a Wall of Radiance, I'm not sure if this actually stacks with it or not, but this could be a pretty nice little passive way of getting a damage bonus. And who knows, this could be a great PvP exotic for all we know. If you're a little hesitant on using your super in PvP, and you tend to, end up waiting a little bit too long to end up utilizing it for it to be a little bit helpful, this could be an exotic that might really help you out in PvP. Going on to the next one, we have the Omnioculus. This is a great Hunter chest piece. This is probably one of my favorite Destiny 2 exotics. I haven't even gotten it yet, and I honestly can't wait to get it. As you can see, it has an armor perk called Beyond the Veil, and for this you gain a second smoke bomb charge, and when you're invisible you get damage resistance. Another thing that's awesome about this is you can make your allies invisible, and the damage resistance that you'd gain, they gain. And on top of that, you get your melee energy back. So you helping your teammates out is going to synergize with the class already. So this is basically double stacking the effects of the class that, that subclass already can do, and it makes it twice as efficient. So, this can get you out of some really sticky situations and stuff like that. So this is definitely going to be a top tier exotic that you guys definitely should grind for. And last but not least, getting into the Titan class, we have the Curious of Falling Star. As you can see, it has an armor perk called Glorious Charge, and this basically just is the longer that you're in the air with Thunder Crash, the more damage on the impact that you're going to do. So, if you compare it to some of the other exotics that we got this season, it might be a little underwhelming, but if you're a Thunder Crash main, then you might get pretty stoked about this. I'm sure that you Titans will be able to come up with something handy to do with this. Who knows, maybe it will do some awesome boss DPS. So, like I said, I just showed you guys what the exotics are, so let's get into talking about how we can acquire them. Alright guys, so we just discussed Alright guys, so we just discussed what the new exotics are. Now we're going to discuss how you can get them. So getting into this right away, there are these new things that were introduced last season in Destiny 2 that are called Legend and Master Lost Sectors. I'm sure that those of you who play Destiny are familiar with what Lost Sectors are, and Legend and Master Lost Sectors are basically just harder variants of regular Lost Sectors that can be found in the Cosmodrome and Europa. This season, the Legend Lost Sectors are going to be 1300 light level, and the Master Lost Sectors are going to be 1330 light level. So, as an example, as you can see here on the Cosmodrome, you have this first Lost Sector. This is a Legend Lost Sector, and the thing that makes this a little bit different than a normal Lost Sector is the Legend difficulty modifiers actually give the enemies extra shields. Match game, it will lock your equipment. You actually have champions to deal with specific enemy modifiers, destination modifiers, and burns. And if you want to actually acquire these brand new exotic pieces, then you need to do this stuff solo. As you can see in the rewards section of this tab, it specifically says that if you want to get the armor, that you need to do this solo. It can be a little bit overwhelming and challenging at first, but I promise that most of you, if not all of you, are going to be able to overcome this like it's nothing. So, just take a build, take your time. It doesn't matter how long you take. It doesn't matter how many times that you die. You'll get an exotic. you know, you might not get an exotic every single run that you do, but when you finally do get an exotic, it should be something that's brand new for you. So if you don't see these on your map, then just go make sure that on that character that you've gone and run all the lost sectors, because if you haven't run that lost sector previously, it won't show up on your map. And keep in mind that these lost sectors, Legend and Master, rotate on a daily basis. So just because today it's on Cosmodrome, we have Exodus Garden 2A, this is the Legend, and then we have the Master one on Europa. Just because it's like that today, tomorrow at Reset, that's going to change. Both of them could be on Europa tomorrow, both of them could be on the Cosmodrome tomorrow. And also keep in mind that the rewards are going to change too. So if you see an exotic like chest armor, or you know that there's a piece of exotic armor that you want to chase after for that day or anything like that, and you see that the exotic reward for that specific lost sector that day is what you're going to be chasing after, then go for it. Take a little bit of time out of your day. You know, playing these things solo will help hone your edge, being a little bit more of a skillful player, and raise your confidence with being able to tackle some more endgame content, you know. I hope that this guide helps. I hope this clarifies how you can actually obtain some of the new armor, because like I said, especially with the Hunter and the Warlock chest pieces, those could be top tier, and especially in endgame content with that Hunter one. But I hope this helps. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night and are enjoying the grind so far. As you can see, I definitely am, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a kick-ass night.